Andrew Jargon, Professor and Director of the Centre for Maintenance Optimisation and Reliability Engineering at the University of Toronto, and you're watching Skill TV. These companies, there are 12 of them that we collaborate with. They're from utilities, mining, defence, pulp and paper. They're all excellent companies who want to be top-notch in what they do. And so they want us to deal with challenging problems they have and try and develop tools that help them make good decisions in the area of condition-based maintenance, critical spares, and protective devices. But I mentioned that we meet these companies every 6 months. And just 6 months ago, we got a new postdoctoral fellow who joined me from another Canadian university, finished his PhD. He's come to be with me for 3 years, and his expertise in scheduling. And he presented to our consortium members a few months ago what he's doing. And immediately, the steel mill and the British Ministry of Defence caught on to his work and said, gosh, that type of work is very important to us. Can we collaborate with you? And so now we have a new collaboration going in a new area, which is scheduling of maintenance staff to the business units in the steel mill. So our work is quite dynamic, and it's motivated very much by the interests of industries I often think are blue chip companies who want to be excellent at what they do. And they're doing very good jobs as well. And so they fund us. And in Canada, because companies put money on the table to support my research staff and my research students, then the provincial government and the federal government say, wow, if industry likes what you're doing, we'll give you money as well. So I get good leverage from the government to enable me to support financially my research students, my research staff, and my postdoctoral research fellows. So that's what we're up to, Joe.
Well, that is fascinating. And again, so many people have the perception of maintenance and engineering as a low-end job. And I think it's terrific that the university has actually embraced maintenance and actually is getting involved in upgrading the research and capacity and performance at a PhD level. That is phenomenal, and it shows that progressive companies don't get locked into stereotypes. They focus on results, and I think it's terrific that your university is supporting that. So
thank you.
I would again love to contribute and continue in the dialogue with you and get your input as we move forward with Skill TV. I've got to again acknowledge the fact that you just won the award,
yes.
and congratulations on that again. And tell us more about the award, the paper that won so much a resounding response.
Well, I presented a paper, Joel, this morning, 9 o'clock. First session, and we had a large audience there. I was delighted. And the title of the paper dealt with the optimization of condition-based maintenance decisions. Because many companies want to get as much life out of their assets as they can, and to do that, they use various technologies to capture signals about the health of the bearings, the pumps, the transmissions, the gearboxes. But the real challenge is to figure out, of all the measurements we are collecting, which ones are highly correlated with failure. People often say, collect more data, we can make better decisions. In our work with these companies, we find that very often, people are collecting a lot of data, and they don't need it all. And so our work really is concerned with using mathematics and using statistics to enable us to home in on what I think of as the key risk factors.
So converting data into information where you can make some good decisions.
Exactly, to really understand what the risk is of an asset failing, given we've got measurements coming out of the asset today. And so I spoke about the procedure we have developed. I spoke about the tool we have developed. We've had good success with this tool in optimizing condition-based maintenance decisions with our consortium members, these 12 companies. In fact, so much so that 2 years ago the university spun off a company called Omdec. And that company now gets its software from us one release after our consortium members, so what goes commercial is not what our consortium members get. They get the version 1. And then once we go into version 2, then version 1 goes to the company called OnDeck, and they can now commercialize it. And now any company around the world can access our software, both for the optimization of condition-based maintenance decisions and for the optimization of critical spares. And that company, OnDeck, has been very successful. I went to their first partners meeting in September of last year, and there were 20 partners from around the world there who have the license now to sell and use our software in many companies around the world. So it was very exciting. And even being here, I met people who say, we have your software from Spain, for example. And of course, I'm not involved actively with the company, but it was because of the research for myself and my students. There was that spin-off company.
That's wonderful.
So this is very exciting as an academic to see your work go from research to application and have it being deployed globally.
That is wonderful.
And getting that award today was wonderful. So I said to myself, why did I get the award? Well, I presented, but the content came from my students. So that's where it came from. Without them...
So what are you going to do with that prize money?
We're going to have a big party once we get back to Toronto. The money has got to go to my students and my research staff, and just to acknowledge the support they've given to me for many years.
To inspire and motivate them further, to support you further.
To keep them going, and they will keep me going. They're good people.
That's wonderful.
But I look forward to just announcing to them tonight. I'll send an email, and they'll know today, and it's still Thursday in Toronto, and they'll get the message, and we'll be back on Monday with them, so we'll have a party soon.
Drink some Belgian beer with them.
Well, I'll have to think about picking some up at the airport tonight.
Well, thank you again for taking time out of your busy schedule to sit down with us. And again, congratulations.
Well,
thank you for all you're doing, inspiring the future pipeline of our workforce, and getting more research and better results, and not just efficiency but effectiveness. So
well, I should say, Joe, that before coming here, of course, I've known of yourself through your presentations at various international meetings in the United States and elsewhere. I thought, wow, I'm going to be the same place as Joe Leonard. So I'm just so delighted to be here and to meet you, and thank you for deciding to interview me.
Well, you're welcome, and again, it's quite an honor, and I look forward to seeing you at future events and collaborating with you, perhaps.
Wonderful. I look forward to that possibility too. We'll keep in touch.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.